Ellison celebrates his birthday tonight in Sydney. He's on the phone right now, 10:35. Harvey, that track that we just played from Paris Match, your new CBS album, which is out now, is a complete change, I guess, a complete change from how old Glitter Band fans will remember your songs from, say, what, about 4 years ago?
I think it's a lovely song. I've only got one complaint with it, and that's the soprano saxophone at the end isn't loud enough.
Well, who do you have to blame for that?
Well, I don't know. We were mixing it down. It's difficult to say, and it's all right when you do a recording like that, and you listen to everything at the time. You spend months on it, and you're doing it, and then when you go back and listen 2 or 3 months afterwards, it's all very easy to sort of say, well, but when you work on it, you're very intense, you know.
Yeah.
Not quite as easy. Looking back, you know, it should have been a bit more, but that's okay.
Yeah, Harvey, putting out Paris Match was a matter of getting it out really soon so that people could start remembering the G Band or getting into the G Band all over again, or was it a thing that you just decided that, well, the time is right now, we can get back into recording?
No, we didn't push it out really soon. In fact, we took quite a long time over doing it. We pushed it out soon insofar as it came out before Christmas in England, which is always a bit of a sticky time for any album to come out around Christmas time, because no matter what it is, there's also a lot of Christmas product on the market, you know. Well, particularly so in England. I don't know about over here, but
oh yeah, the market just gets flooded with new stuff over Christmas.
It came out before Christmas, but despite that, it did very, very well for us, and still doing quite well. And obviously, everybody was a little bit more excited and very eager working with us and for us with the new company, you see, CBS.
Yeah, right. Were you a little bit nervous about overcoming an image that may have been developed during Glitter Band days?
No, because I think we've managed to shed that. Not shed it, but change it gradually over the last 2 years. It's not been something, it may look a bit sharp over here, but, you know, the music has been changing. The previous album, Listen to the Band, was also, which was also recorded in Paris, was also a collection of our songs which were equally as changeable from the last album.
Yeah, I'm not sort of saying that people will still remember the G Band, because quite frankly, you know, on this side of the microphone, as I play the records and as the other announcers do, there really isn't any comparison to 4 years ago of the Glitter Band.
No, but I think, you know, I mean, that's got to be inevitable, particularly when everybody's writing.
Yeah.
And, you know, the experience, and you get slightly more mature. Well, I mean, it's my birthday today.
Another year closer to death.
Yeah.
Isn't that? Listen, what's going to happen now with the G Band? You've got the album out. So what's your itinerary? You're staying in Australia for a few days.
Yeah, we're staying here for a few days, and we shoot off up to Tokyo, which is going to be quite a buzz. It's a huge market there, and we've never been there before.
Goodness.
And we've got things lined up there again with CBS to lay things on for us, TV and filming and that. And so that's going to be quite exciting. And then we get back to England, and we'll start a few days rest, I think.
Yeah.
Because it's well over a month since we left now, and then we'll be back in the studios.
For another album in Paris, or will you record in London?
Well, what we do is basically what we tend to do is we tend to sort of lay down, shall we say, what we call demos on the basics of a master track in London. We work in London together, you know, and we get sort of a compilation of what we think's the makings of an album, and then we might shoot over to Paris as and when we think we're ready to start laying down masters, if you understand what I mean.
Yes, sir.
In opposed to, I mean, we just don't go to live in Paris for a year and do it like that. We have a good idea when we get to Paris. We sort of, shall we say, halfway there, you know. Yeah,
right. You're still with Mike Leander. He must have, you know, done exactly what you wanted him to in the past, and you're still keeping him nowadays.
Yeah, we've got a very, very good relationship with him. And it's even improved even within the last year, the last 2 years. The relationship's improved tremendous. I mean, he now sort of, if anything we say, we want to consult anything with him about anything we want, you know, want doing, or this bringing up, that bringing down, you know, he'll listen and he'll do it, and he'll, you know, we'll talk about it, argue about it, or do it, or whatever, you know.
Yeah, listen, one question I must ask you before we leave this particular little chat. Christmas party with Elton John, where Prince Charles jumped on a piano and sang carols. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
Which concert was that?
Was that I was asked to ask you that question about you attended a Christmas party, I believe, that was held with Elton John.
Yeah.
Where apparently Prince Charles decided he'd show his expertise in singing.
How did you hear about that?
Oh, word gets around, doesn't it?
I know. Well, we went to a few Christmas parties. They were all pretty rip-roaring, but I think that was quite a night. I think everybody was a bit inebriated, I'm not sure.
Even Prince Charles?
Well, I think he's quite a lad, Prince Charles, actually.
Goodness.
Because he mixes, you know, it's really
Yeah.
But, wasn't quoting on Prince Charles, what?
Goodness me. Harvey, listen, it's been good talking to you. Have a, rest of the night, have a nice one, and have a couple of glasses for us. We're going out with the A side of your new single. We wish you well. I personally like it. So it looks like, maybe we can keep pushing it from Paris Match. Lay Your Love on Me from the G Band. Thanks, Harvey Ellison.
Thanks, Richard.
Lay your love on me. Lay your love on me. Lay your love on me. You say you're gonna leave me 100 times today. You say we're gonna break up, but it don't work out that way. I see you on the corner making love to other guys, but it doesn't matter where you be, you'll always be a part of me. And making love to you, girl, has made me come alive. I still get that feeling when you look me in the eyes. Smiling in the morning before we go to sleep. I've got to have you every day. To me there'll be no other way. Just lay your love on me. It's as simple as let your mind be free. Lay your love. I know your reputation, I know you'll go away, but you'll just go on loving and live for me today. It's not your mind I'm after, I'm easier to please. It doesn't matter where I'll be, you'll always be a part of me. Just lay your love on me. It's as simple as let your mind be free. Lay your love. Lay your love on me. 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 It's as simple as let your mind be free. Lay your love. Lay your love on me. 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 Lay your love on me.
The Glitter Band on 1383 MP. Lay Your Love on Me. We chatted to Harvey Ellison tonight on his 25th birthday in Sydney. It didn't even sound like he'd had any Southern Comforts or Scotches, which are his two favourite drinks. Never mind. We'll be chatting to Harvey too next Monday night prior to the G Band's departure for overseas. I'll be back in a couple of months too, but we'll ask Harvey once we chat to him on Monday night all about it again. Departed from Australia earlier tonight. We tried to track them down, but we couldn't really do it. Sorry about that. Those people who rang up and said, oh, we're going to chat to them, but they'll be...